There's more next door too, probably. Give you a quick run through.
Well, and then we've got the building next door. Now here's some parts here that look like they've been prepped and ready to go to be put on a car once they get to that stage.
Get all the pieces painted up and then get the body all together and break it down into stages. There's so many pieces to things. So. There's no candies being sprayed or anything. It's just straight up color, so it doesn't have to all be sprayed at the same time. This is all service and engine repair.
Here's another Duesenberg. The blue one.
That's a Cadillac.
The blue one's a Cadillac. Oh. Okay.
This is one of the first cars I pinstriped.
This is John's pinstriping here. You can kind of see it. The car's so darn shiny that it just sort of. And then this here on the orange, this pinstripe through here. This car shines so much it's blinded my camera out. But this is really cool, and this is number 4 of that's here, and I think I see why this one might be here. I see a little spot of oil on the floor underneath it. Can't have that with one of these. I don't know if that's from this car or not, but well, it looks like the starter's out of it down here. So doing a little service to it.
Were painted green, Duesenberg green.
All of them?
When you got a Duesenberg, you bought a rolling chassis. You took the rolling chassis to a coach builder and they would build your body.
I'll be darned. So they don't all, they're not like Chevrolet or old, where they've got car after car after car that looks the same.
Oh, right. Here's another Duesenberg.
Here's another one, number 5. And John says that all the Duesenbergs are painted with this green color for the engine. So I guess that's one thing to look at. Here's number 6.
You're up to 7, actually.
7, you think, that we've seen? So that's roughly $7 to $10 million in cars and just showing a few cars. Pretty crazy. This is a very nice car. Very cool.
Could be in for an oil change. We service them too, so you can't really take it up to Goodyear.
Yeah, you're not going to go to Bell Tire and get this baby worked on.
So we service them as well.
So, yeah, everything from A to Z, I guess, when it comes to this car, they'll do here. Must be a little machining work here and service department. And then there's this little gem.
We do exotic cars here too. There's about exotic. So, sports cars.
And then you've got a giant machine shop here too, right? Where you're building all the parts for these things and all the different mills and things like that. Yeah, it's definitely Friday afternoon at the shop. Not much going on. In fact, this place is huge. And for the most part, it looks like the lights are off out here. So here's another one.
7 or 8, something like that. We're the world's largest Duesenberg restoration shop as well.
In the whole world.
Larger inventory than anywhere else.
Well, I'll tell you, this place is really, really impressive. How you doing? Cars are going to the show, and their goal is perfection, to try to score every point possible on these things. And I bet you there's a guy that probably has a half a dozen of them himself.
Yeah, one of our best customers. He's got over 100 cars in this museum, his collection.
No kidding, not Jay Leno.
No. Duesenberg race cars and all different types of Duesenbergs, as well as a variety of other vehicles as well. He's just on the next street over as far as museum is.
Huh, I'll be darned. Want to go out the back here? Or? So that's your tour of the place. Do some pretty crazy work here.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, very interesting. John does all their pinstriping on the cars, and of course everything including the pinstriping on these things has to be absolutely perfect. So there is no such thing as close enough here. There's Diesel. How you doing, Diesel? How you doing, buddy? Huh? How are you? You want to get back home and run, don't you? Diesel's a pretty friendly boy. All right, well that concludes our tour here. I'm going to take care of business with John, get my fender, and then hit the road and get back. I got a car to finish yet today. Okay, we're pulling out. Just picked up my fenders, got our tour of the place. It's these two buildings here. We didn't see everything. We just kind of saw the big open areas. You know, it's Friday afternoon, it's almost 3 o'clock, so a lot of it's kind of shut down for the weekend. In the machine shop, they had most of the lights turned off, and I didn't see anybody in there. They're still doing some stuff in service, and there was a guy working in the upholstery shop. But they are definitely doing some unique high-dollar cars. Probably not going to see a Pontiac Grand Am or anything here, but you are going to see Porsches and Lamborghinis, and they specialize in the Duesenbergs, which those are $1 million cars. So pretty cool place. But we're heading back now. I'm about an hour and a half or so away from home. I'm going to set the GPS here. We're actually I guess it'd be called a suburb of Detroit right now, is where we're at. We're gonna head back towards the east in the Lansing area where I live. This place is quite a bit bigger city-wise than the Lansing area, a lot busier, many more cars on the road, and definitely a lot busier area here. So anyway, we're gonna go through town here and then hit the highway, and then we'll be back on our way back home.